Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 12 and the Germany campaign. And where we left off, we were initiating the invasion of France. And we are continuing with that endeavour in really decent speed. We've managed to, in the kind of opening, I would say, 3 weeks of this conflict, we've pretty much been able to achieve most of our primary objectives for that point. And we're currently waiting on our marine divisions to just get up to speed. Once they're up to speed, then we will launch Weserübung. And the key with Weserübung is we just need to not own Paris. So as long as we can avoid that, then we should be in a relatively good place. And most of the activity, hopefully, will be centered over here, and it will provide a very good distraction to British and French units out in the field. So we're moving up our tanks and our infantry and things, and we're just waiting on beating a couple of annoying core groups that are just being real sticklers. It's very frustrating. And we just finally have taken Betwy. Took a little bit of time, but we got there, and we are moving on Harlem. So that's pretty good. That's some strong performance. And Charleroi, good. Lille, good. These were both places we wanted to get. And you know what? Now that that's done, let's use a bit of cavalry to help reinforce that battle. And we've just... we haven't quite won it, but it's close enough. Right, let's use our motorized... no, we've got a little counter-attack happening. Where are you being attacked from? Nope, you're not being attacked from anywhere. Okay. Let's use some of the motorized here to just clean up this location. In fact, we'll use you there, and then we'll use the panzers to push up. Just trying to get our units into a good place. Let's move the infantry there, and then you're going to move towards Mecklenburg, and we're going to move an infantry like so. You're going to go towards Den Haag, and then I think we'll move you towards Den Haag, and then we'll attack Rotterdam, I think, from that direction, because we'll be not getting a river crossing penalty. All slow and steady. Just the way I like it. Okay, I'm actually going to move you towards Reims. And we're going to move you south because we've got more than enough units moving north, I think, now. And I'm waiting for these guys to finish up their attack. If they would be so kind. And is that the battle that I finally wanted to see resulting in victory? Thank God for that. That one was a real bastard, to be honest. So, yeah. Bala Orb and... oh, you know what? Like, there's a little opportunity here to expand out this a little bit. And there's an attack towards Apennay that we can commence. And then I can move you like so, and then we can move down to Müller Camp. No, this is good. It's a nice little bit of organisation that we're factoring in here. Finally beating back that British Marine Division that's been causing us a bit of hassle. And we have managed to neatly surround the Dutch. And you know what? We're not going to use you there. We're going to move you south. Because we've got more than enough divisions heading north along that parallel. And we don't need more going in that direction. Okay, and the timetable is really working out for us. We are just romping through this. Okay, won the battle at Arras. Good. And let's use you and you. And yeah, we'll use 3 divisions to turn south like that. Okay, and then that British infantry division, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to counterattack it soon. So let's use both panzer units and that infantry unit to head there. Let's move you there, and then let's use our infantry to start a push like so into the capital of Belgium. And yeah, our tanks are looking good. Right, and then yeah, let's use that motorized unit and those infantry to head that way. Let's keep you in reserve and then use you in that function. So we'll take Verdun. And yeah, we are closing in on Paris. Some more infantry ready to go. So let's give them a HQ. Last one. Nice. Okay. So, a much more motorized society than we had previously. And we can drop a little bit of that descent allocation now and do a little bit more of our unit production. And yeah, we are just feeding on leadership at the moment. Now there's another 1940 little air radar tech that I'm going to do here. So, and there's a couple more that we're going to switch over to. Okay, so we've won the battle at Den Haag. We're going to use more infantry over here to help make the little push into this part of the world. And then I'm going to use my motorized units as well to help with that. And then the aim will be to push through into this part of the world. Chiato-Thierry, wherever that is. That sounds somewhere in France. Probably in and around the Arras area. So we'll move you towards Amiens, and you can... Oh, Marine Division. I'm not going to tangle with that. We'll move you towards Amiens, and then we'll use you in that endeavour. Another little motorised unit that I'm actually going to free up to go this way to help towards Calais. Okay, and they're still attempting to counterattack over there. Let's support attack here with you. We're now pushing out on a bit of a broad front, really. We've managed to cut off a pretty sizable amount of divisions in this part of the world, in the Netherlands. Okay, so doing all the 41 levels there. We're doing self-propelled artillery there. We could do anti-air ammunition and get that going, because we do have a fair amount of anti-air units. We do have some first aid and things that will be done soon. And we're going to support attack here. And then I'm going to use... Okay, no. I was going to use these guys. I'm going to push into there. And... Ah, yes. They're trying. Okay, so a core HQ is not going to cut it, I'm afraid. That's going to get destroyed pretty quickly. And another motorized unit. So that's another 4 divisions out in the field. And that's freed up a tiny bit of IC as well. Okay, yeah. And Harp is out and free, which is good. Let's use you to help swing that battle in our favour. And then we'll attack through with you as well. Okay, so we finally managed to beat these ruddy HQ divisions that just will not give up. Right, and we'll attack through with you into there. We'll support attack with you. There's a nice little support attack happening into Rotterdam. Circle the French division there. And we're going to move on Dunkirk and complete that surround action. And yeah, we can move on Paris. So we're forming up a pretty good timeline. Naval air targeting. Now that might be ahead of time. Yeah, 41. Because I've been doing those CAG techs for a bloody age. And in fact, we've got another little bit of leadership freed up there as well. So for range finding. And I'm expecting advanced armor designs to be done pretty pronto-ish. Okay. And how long until you can attack again? 14 hours, 38 hours. Okay, so a little bit longer. Amiens, yep, okay. With a small little tiny counterattack going on elsewhere. And hopefully a nice little move towards Arras. And to me, this smells like victory. So a couple of nice little encirclements throughout this campaign. And how our Marines come in. So they're nearly fully organised. They've got a little bit more reinforcement to do, but they're getting there. We've won the battle of this, where they had a huge amount of divisions. It's about time. In fact, yeah, you know what, we'll let that run. Let's push over the river here. And let's take you in that direction. And there ain't much facing us on the parallel towards Paris, that's for sure. So first aid advance 42. Okay. Range finding equipment. Okay, so doing all the artillery techs. Got some 41 level tank techs that we can do. Ski brigade, we want to be doing that. And probably elite commando units as well. We've got 4 left to do of our descent to remove it. But it'll be having a negligible impact on our combat effectiveness now. And you know what? I'm actually going to pivot you that way because you should be able to help there and you should be able to help in that location. And Antwerp has just fallen. Let's just reinforce some of the infantry there. And Hazerbrook. So there's a small little counterattack going on here. I don't know how many divisions are involved in this battle. So only 41,000 effective soldiers are involved, which says a lot about where the combat effectiveness of these divisions is at after prolonged warfare. And are you being attacked? You are, but not by anything worthwhile. We're going to move you actually in that way. And we're going to use you and you to head that way. And then we're going to use these divisions to actually kick up towards Paris. And we're nearly at Weserübung level. Full production queue. A little bit more into officers. So there's an air HQ over there that we need to be a little bit aware of. Okay, we're being a little bit hounded out by a British unit there. It's giving us a little bit of problems. The French are rushing units around to try and patch up their front a little bit. How's the surrender progress? It's at 10%, so it's not kind of immediate. And oh, we've got a landing. Well, we've got a division that we can send in to handle that, at least. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting a little landing like that. Maybe they're trying to move out. Let's... You know what? Let's start doing the job over here. Just won the battle at Bruges. As you can tell, I have defeated France a few times in my lifetime now, and sometimes I do runs like this where I worry if I've got enough divisions, and then I remember that France is just a pushover. And especially if you take your time like this, so because I'm playing a lot slower, it means I can be very on top of like when my divisions are moving, when they're organized, that kind of stuff. And it's a small thing, but it does make a real difference. And yeah, let's get you over there. we are doing yet another encirclement. And a nice little attack towards Lille has been doing us some good. And you know what, we'll use the motorized to go in that direction. So they've got 5 divisions that are combat worthy in there. They don't have that many units here that I would define as being any good. And did we win the Battle of Verdun? Ah, good. That always feels like quite a fun little symbolic victory to have in these campaigns when you win the Battle at Verdun. So Italy has declared war on France. Do I want to expect? I don't think I need to again. So yeah, the grass free is refitting. Expand our heavy industry in Potsdam. That's got 2 heavy industry now. Wish that event wasn't random, to be honest, but... Okay, so we're doing all the artillery tech there. I'd like us to be doing gasoline engines and building that up. I'm assuming I need, like, advanced, so medium armor designs at least 4 in order to unlock that. So, yeah, we are on track to do that. So, yeah, a little bit of liquidation work going on. So we've won the Battle of Dunkirk. And we've won at Calais. And you know what, we'll move you in that direction as well, towards Rouen. And yeah, you're struggling a little bit. I can see the cracks of well and truly come through now. Yep, so Dieppe. And we're not that far off Paris now. We are like on the outer limits of the city. We just lost a unit at Alkmaar, which is a bit of a shame. So, with the Italians having declared war on the French and the British not having a great many units over there, that should do us a little bit of a good turn, to be honest. So a Royal Marine Division is actually quite tough to crack, to be fair. That's probably why it's taking us a little bit of time. I've just seen a rather larger collection of our units over here, though, just free up. And Dietrich is a level 3 commander now, so that's good. He got a little bit of an upgrade. And I can see Modal's just pushed in at Jouer. Okay, so 40%. Okay, yep. I'll do an energy for money trade, and yeah, I'll form both of those. I'm happy to form that, and yeah, we've got some British equipment, so that's something fun. A little bit of flavour. We'll move that back towards here. We've got a 75mm field gun. Woo! Okay, and then how are Marines and things looking? So they're over 10,000. Well, hey. And they're down to their last couple of divisions there. There's a small... Like this Royal Marine Division is being a pain in the ass. Let's move you up there to handle that. And then let's move you to here to act as a full, like a stopgap. I think if they're doing that landing there, it might be a good time to launch Weserübung. Because they've probably got... In fact, we might even be able to tell. Yeah, do a naval... In fact, do a load of naval strikes. Fuck it. Let's see what's... Yeah, do air superiority as well. Let's fuck them up. Let's do it. What's there? Tell me. Okay, so battleship 2. Yeah, so we might even be able to destroy this if we're clever. And yeah, our submarines are out at sea being a nuisance. Okay, so we've won the battle at Saint Dizier. Okay, and we're going to move our units that way, and then we're going to take you, and you over like so. So they have reformed the front line, which is good for them, but it's taken, I think, quite a lot out of them to do that, to be fair. And we are destroying this fleet slowly but surely. Okay, let's... Do we go for it? Kind of feel like we should. Like, we're not that far off Paris now. We just lost some of our... Yeah, we should do it. We should totally do it. Like, the Brits are going to be distracted by Italy entering the war. Give it another 2 days, and then we launch, I reckon. Support attack actually there with you. There we go. That'll break the resistance there. The bombing is going well. Like, I'm seeing the destroyers and the cruisers and things start to suffer a little bit. Right, so we're going to move you that way. All of the motorized. You're going to head down that way. Yeah, so it's just some infantry and things that's been freed up from this. So, new capital shipyard, and we enforced conquer on Belgium. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to launch it. We're going to do it now. So, Operation Weserübung. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to patrol with these groups here. And we're going to move the Bismarck's group directly off the coast. Then we're going to take Boomer, his group, so all of his marines. with the exception of you. We'll leave you behind. And we're going to launch a naval invasion at Bergen. Then we're going to drop the 7th Flieger Division. Where do we want it? We could actually use it to maybe land at Friedrichshafen. Yeah, that might be worthwhile. Or, yeah, you know what? We'll airborne assault it there. Then you can land at Drammen. Right, off you go. Then we're going to use all of you to push north, and the same thing with you. And then we're going to use the Schleswig-Holstein group to attack towards Oslo. And whilst that's going on, we're going to keep a really close eye on naval engagements because this is either going to work brilliantly or it's going to be a complete train wreck. Now, the loss of national unity should make Denmark a lot easier to conquer. So just taking a few of their main provinces, I mean Copenhagen really is the one that we need. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, you're moving quite nicely. So Bismarck is on the way. Okay, and the hope will be that the kind of distraction tactic that we've just launched there will buy us enough time to organize everything and get that invasion done. Because we've got the units to do it. Yeah, you're moving quite nicely. Okay, and I see as we've caught a few units up there in the north. Okay, so you're in a good place. We can begin to just sow a little bit of, confusion. Mass confusion. Right, so you're part of the Third Reich. We lost the Admiral Scheer, which I'm not very happy about. That's a bit frustrating. But historical Wiesenberg is probably one of the hardest things to do in this game. Let's get you in place. And I kind of want to retreat these guys back in a second, because I want to get them out. But you know what, we'll do it now, because it doesn't matter if they take that province, because it can keep it surrounded and bottled up. Keep everything in a really good spot and well organized. Okay. I mean, Bismarck, I'm expecting you to open fire and fight, not just sit there like a lemon. Okay, so that initial battle's gone quite well. Yeah, we'll launch her. We're up to 16 factories there. Combat medicine at 42, sure. And armored, yeah, command. So, ski brigade, landing infantry, elite commando units. We'll say yes to all of them. And we will get air landing equipment. So we want you to attack like so. And then, yeah, that other division will move there. You're going to attack straight in. And then we should, from this location here... not quite. It's just a tiny bit out of range. Right, we want you to attack into Bergen. And then, yeah, I want the Bismarck to get into place here. To lend some support. Okay, yeah, should see a little victory starting to kick in. So we did lose none, that's good. Okay, so Scharnhorst and Gneisenau picking off some more Norwegian troops. And then, yeah, nice little trip towards Bergen to take that out. Yeah, we'll leave you there. Won the Battle of Amsterdam. Okay. Right, that's more like it. Let's finish up this. Bit of nastiness. Okay, so it's June 8th, and things are looking pretty great, to be honest. We have pretty much organized and defeated everyone. We've got some more infantry freed up and things that we could do some work with, but it's not 100% necessary. The Brits decided to land a full hardy marine division, so someone's going to get fired for that blunder. Our invasion over here is looking pretty successful as it stands. Don't want to speak too soon though. We're going to move order you there, and we'll actually keep the Bismarck over here. Okay, and then there's a tiny little counterattack happening here, but we should be able to deal with it. And we are defending in Fredrikstad. So we just won at Nachtwald and the Battle of Toul. Okay, so Metz. Oh, hello. The AI is doing AI things. Sometimes the AI gets a little bit confused and it starts moving units off. And it's just done that here. So we're going to get a free Metz, which is pretty good. Right, and we might have lost a HQ, you know, because I'm seeing a bunch of units that don't seem to have the command structure anymore. Really? Britain is aggressively doing naval landings. Like, very aggressively. Right, so I think we just won the battle at Bergen. Okay, so we will rebase you to there. Bismarck's about to join up, and the Scharnhorst is about to make it in. And we can leave it in situ. So, how are you looking, Norway, after that? So you're at 45.5%. You do have 100% national unity, which is a little bit rubbish. And we'll get jungle warfare equipment and armor piercing to the next level. So all of that's good. Let's use the garrison, yeah, over in there to help. And then let's use that infantry division to get what we want, which is a nice solid landing. And hopefully our battleships will sink these Norwegian ships. The answer to that question, I think, is a definitive yes. And we'll beat back that garrison. So, Melun just won a battle. I think that's a province fairly close to Paris. And yeah, we will head towards Dieppe. Yeah, we've definitely lost a core HQ somewhere. Something got overrun, or yeah, something didn't quite work as it should have done. I'm going to move you like so. Okay, so just taken part of the Maginot Line without a fight. Okay, and we are going to rebase in Bergen for a moment. We're going to wait for these divisions to replenish. Okay, and we are finishing this battle quite nicely. I'm wondering if we just put a little bit of pressure on with these units. So from here they should hopefully have range, but we will see. Now if you guys were to do ground attack, would you finish the job for us and make it a little bit easier? You probably would. Right, so I just saw the tank one kick in, so 41 level there. Advanced armor designs, we'll take that off. I can see that we can do assault guns, medium armor, light armor, heavy armor. All the armor. And have a little bit left over to do small caliber tank cannon as well. And get onto armor 2 and get back onto advanced armor designs and battle modified armor pretty much immediately. So happy days. And hopefully these bombers will just shift this in our favor. In fact, we'll strategically redeploy you. Okay, let's move up over here. And the hope will be we can beat that tiny bit back there. Yeah, Royal Marines for days, apparently. Seems to be the British attempt at victory. Let's surround the capital. They just don't have the divisions to hold us off, really. And, oh, Eastern Norwegian Trench. That blocker unit is doing its job. As is the, that Marine division. It's nearly there. So leadership, 110. Let's do advanced armor designs and get that to the next level. And we can do battle modified armor. Some 41 level bits that we can start getting onto in the air side of things as well. I've won the Battle of Oslo. Okay, so that gets us a port, which is pretty nice going. And we can get you back, and then we can use you to help push. So, nice little victory there. How long until you can attack again? 24 hours. So not long at all. So that's a pretty good victory. We'll take it. Let's support attack there with you two, actually, and get you fording the river. Okay, we're going to start to pull out our units in a sec. In fact, the Blucher will pull you out now. And let's take, yeah, you two. 11 hours. Yeah, not long. Let's start patrolling with the Scharnhorst now, up in Narvik. And then we'll go from there. Okay, a little bit more leadership. We are swimming in it. And twin engine airframe research to get that kick in. And give a little bit of support there in that attack. Yeah, it's very strange with an outflanked Maginot line like this. I've got to say, it's a little bit weird. It's not very often that AI reacts this kind of weirdly to this kind of stuff. It's probably been one of the worst performances by the French that I've seen in quite some time. It's either that or I've just done better, which, you know, that does happen from time to time. Sometimes you just get a good run. So you're 2 hours, you're 64, so we'll take the 2 hour guy. Right, let's load you, and load you. And then let's do a move order and an invasion order. Okay, we're we just lost some submarines. Okay, we're struggling a little bit with a couple of combats. But to be honest with you, at this point, kind of feels a little bit like a formality. We're closing in on Versailles, which is worth 10 victory points. Just taken Le Havre, so that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll have dealt with the French pretty quickly, soon enough. Let's bring both of you and get you in the capital to lend a hand. Okay, and they're now attacking over in Antwerp. Like, there's something going on here? Like, the UK been programmed differently just to naval invade every free port that it can think of. I mean, I'm glad they're doing this rather than up in Norway, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to complain about it that much because I would rather it was there, but it's just interesting that they're doing so much naval invasions. They must have marine divisions that they want to burn. Alright, let's support attack there with you. There's an ongoing little push happening here. Oh, Maxime Germain is leading that little bit around Versailles. So Orléans and Temps, Versailles and Paris. And I've just seen an encirclement kick on. They have been trying for days to get that to work. Okay, we've got some close cover being provided by those divisions there. Okay. Another motorized unit. And I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3. Thanks again. Bye-bye.